Hello. Um, Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever applies to you. My name is Jane Nasirumbi from Uganda, and yeah, this is my maiden video. I hope you find it in your hearts to forgive all the quirks and the flaws. I would like to talk about narcissism or narcissistic abuse. Something that is more common than um, the public than is actually being addressed. Many people go through it, but silently, because for some reason we have been conditioned to believe that once you are in, especially so in intimate relationships or in marriage, once you are in, no way out. This is how it is in Africa. Once you get married, especially so formally, then you are never getting out alive, at least. And so it takes guts to live. It takes guts to live. Narcissistic abuse can be in forms of financial abuse. It can be forms of verbal abuse. It can be emotional. Sometimes it can even be physical, but most cases it's subtle. It's verbal, emotional, and financial. Okay, even other details that I'm not yet in position to elaborate right now. But these are things that really cut to the core. They leave the deepest wounds, and wounds you cannot easily show physically. Here we believe, at least in my community, in my country, Uganda, we believe that for one to be considered as abused, you need to show some wounds, physical wounds. So running to your friends and family, talking about it, blah, blah, blah. He abused me, he insults me, he doesn't give me money, or he takes my money, that kind of thing. People will say, no, you better hang in there. No relationship is easy. That's the thing. We believe that no relationship is easy. Yes, relationships can be difficult, but where is the difficulty coming from? You know, I believe that problems can arise in relationships, but who is the perpetrator? Because sometimes you realize the person who is supposed to be your anchor is actually the one perpetrating the problems in the relationship. It's not outsiders, but your very own is the one perpetrating, bringing the abuse and all that. One thing that I would like to talk about today, especially so as far as narcissistic abuse is concerned, is that it rarely comes out of the blue that someone becomes a target of narcissistic abuse. You know, normally as we grow up, right from our families of origin, we are conditioned, sometimes by siblings or parents, people in our lives condition us to look at ourselves a certain way, to value ourselves or not value ourselves. And sometimes they may do it verbally, or sometimes they may do it by the things that they don't do that they're supposed to do. For instance, neglect, emotional neglect. This is something that makes you feel that, oh, really, I think I'm not worth paying attention to. So you grow up with that kind of attitude towards yourself. You think you are not worthy of love. So you become a primary target for abusers. And many times This kind of abuse can go on for a very long time. When it is subtle, you may not really find reason to get out, but normally it is amped. The levels are amped. It goes from level to level, level to level, until you realize, oh my goodness, this is not a safe place. And I think narcissists are people who usually enjoy the idea of boiling a frog gradually, not placing a frog in hot water, right in hot water, because it will jump out, but they boil it. They start with warmth, bit by bit. By the time the frog realizes that, oh, I'm in the pot, it's probably already cooked. So this is the families that we come from. The families condition us. And then when we grow up, we already have a target on our back. And these narcissists, who actually themselves may be coming from similar backgrounds as ourselves, spot us from a mile away. And when they spot us, they give us all the attention. They tell us all the right. They tell us all the right words. They say everything nice until we are hooked. And then if we are unlucky, or depending on what someone thinks, or lucky enough, they put a ring on it. And then this is when the real battle starts, behind closed doors. Actually, narcissists reveal themselves, or personally, I think that they normally show their clothes when you are in too deep. Either you are carrying their child if you are a woman, or they've managed to trap you with a child if they know you are normal and you will love this child, or when you actually commit yourself. And of course, when it comes to childbearing, that's also one way of committing yourself. This is when the ugly head comes out. And the only way out, or the only way to deal with a narcissist, if actually you sense they are narcissists, is to get out, because you can never win. You can never win. You can never win. And it may get as ugly as either one of you ending the other one's life and you end up in jail. That is not winning. Or the narcissist does away with you, and many times, because they are very clever, they may never even get their due punishment, because when they do away with you, they do it tactfully, and no one will ever know that they are the ones who took care of you. And probably when they take care of you, they already have some insurance policy on your life. So they reap the benefits. And many times, the victim thinks, well, he can't get better. And when you talk to your friends, or when you take people who don't know what you are actually going through, who have never, when someone has not experienced it, it's not easy for them to know. Actually, when you suffer narcissistic abuse, when you are a victim of narcissistic abuse, it's kind of a lonely road, because most people are ignorant. Actually, whoever you talk to about this your situation thinks you are making up stories or doesn't really see that it's actually horrible. So this is personal journey. What I would advise, find a way of getting away if you end up ever find yourself in a situation, in a relationship with a narcissist. Yes, this is my first video, and I hope we shall continue talking about this and many more other topics. God bless you. Bye.